Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Ashley Loren from Ashley and Loren Beauty. And today we are going to do a not too long look. It's a bronzed eye with a smoky corner. I was out in the sun yesterday and I haven't burned since I was like 12 years old because I grew up in California and I usually just tan, but I've been in Ireland for so long. Can definitely say I'm Irish because I burned, so I'm hoping it turns into a tan, but for right now I'm a little pink and that's just the way it is. So but it was really nice. The weather was so nice that we got to lay out, and that is like unheard of at this time of the year, so it was really wonderful, or any time of the year really. It was great. So we're going to start off by prepping with my MAC Prep and Prime. And then I'm actually going to use a new moisturizing primer by Embryolisse. Okay, it's called Hydro Matte Emulsion. Just taking it out of the box now. Looks like this. Okay. And just use a little bit of that. I have to take off the tab here. A little bit of that goes a long way. Okay. Now, we are going to go straight into doing our eyes using the Take Me to Ibiza palette. Okay, we're going to be doing the bronzed look in the corners here. I'm just double checking that that's the palette I want to use because I have another Hot Fire palette that might be good too. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use this one. Excuse me, this is the laundry room, so all the sorting happens back here. So if you see clothes, that's why. We're turning it into an office, but right now it's still a laundry room. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and use the Hot Fire tablet after all. So, go ahead and put this palette. Got a palette holder, which was just an inexpensive thing off Amazon to hold my palettes so I don't have to keep reaching down for them. It keeps things a little more organized, which is nice. So we're going to go in and we're going to mix a little bit of this really beautiful copper color. And we're not going to use a primer. I don't really think we need an eyelid primer for this. We're going to mix it with a little bit of this gold color. Because this is very, very pigmented. Okay, so and yes, I know I need to do my brows and a few other things that I can't do at the salon. Okay, we're just going to buff this up here. Okay, this is a really pretty look. Okay, So we're just buffing it upwards. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the skinny end of this brush. This is the one brush I started out with in the beginning. Okay, and we're going to use a little bit of black mixed with the sparkly brown. We're going to go in the corners. And buff it out a little bit. Okay. 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 Make sure they're even. Okay. Now you don't have to buff it all the way up. I chose to do that this time. I'm going to go back with a little bit of the gold and just soften that, because I don't really want it buffed up all the way to the top after looking at it there. Okay. You still have a little in the corner. Okay. It just has a little bit of dimension to it. Just in the corners. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take our eyeliner and our brush for our highlight. We're going to highlight under our brows with a stiff brush. And if you don't have a sparkly, whoops, I just got some tan off, so I'm going to add that to here. That was an accident, but why not? Add some tan over our gold. Okay, so now I need to clean that off a little bit because I was using my highlighter with that. So I don't want to get tan up there. Okay, so this is just kind of supposed to be a little bit sultry. But not over the top. Okay. And I have a nice sweatshirt here I'm going to throw on. It's a little bit cold in here. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and check out what we've done. I'm going to go back a little bit without overdoing it and do the corners. Okay. I've done this one in a while, so. Okay. So that's that. Now we're going to use our eyeliner. You can do it with any gold, any tan, any bronze color you have. Okay. We're going to go with our eyeliner. Okay. So, yeah, yesterday was a gorgeous day. I mean, it was fantastic. We laid out our waterproof picnic blanket, and I laid out, and the kids played, and they snuggled with me, and it was just so, so sweet. So, so sweet. Okay. So, we're going to move on now to doing our foundation, and since I'm a little darker, I'm going to go ahead and mix the color that I have with a little bit of a darker color. Since I got a little sun. Okay. Just mix it in my hand. Okay, wipe that off real quick. And we're going to use our beauty blender to blend it. we're just gonna go like this. Okay. Now, we're going to go back with wipey in hand, and we're going to do our highlight once more. There we go. Just needed a little touch up. Okay, so we are done with the palette. We're not going to overdo it today. We're going to be doing our contour next. And then we'll be moving on to our setting powder and our blush. So, with the contour, we've talked about this before, but I use Sosu by Suzanne Jackson, which is an Irish company. It's a great company. They sell lashes, tanning stuff, makeup, etc. We're just going to go around here. And go along the sides of our nose. And then we're going to take our handy dandy concealer shade, which you can just use regular concealer and skip the dark contour all you want. It will still contour your face. And apply in triangles. Okay. Now we're going to use our beauty blender to go ahead and blend that in. This we're going to blend it out towards the middle of our face a little bit. And then right here we're just going to gently press it in. Because this beauty blender is wet, so it's spreading very well. It's blending very well, so we don't need to go too hard on it. Blot it a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go up with our light conceal color, just a little bit up and down. And we forgot we need to do the sides of our nose. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and set it with powder. And then we'll bake with a lighter color powder, which I'll show you what that means if you haven't watched one of my videos before. So we're going to take our powder. And set all of it. This color is a bit tanner. It's a Primark compact, which is pennies over here. Not to be confused with JC Penney's in America. Very different. Okay. So, that came out a little darker than I thought it would be. Excuse me, my nose just itched. And that is okay, because we're going to go in now with our pressed powder, which is crumbled into loose powder. That is our baking powder, which is a light white translucent color. And we're going to go like so. It's getting all over me. That's okay. We're going to put it up top here. Let that bake a little bit too, here and here. Okay. And I'm going to brush off the excess off my nose and not leave that to bake too long, because it will be too light then. But under our eyes can sit for a bit. Got it all over me. That's okay. It's unfortunate. It's a really great baking powder. It's actually listed as a translucent powder, but it's by Revolution Pro, and it comes out very white, so I wouldn't use it as a translucent powder because it's more of a white powder. Okay, now we're going to do our mascara, and we're going to put some glue on our lashes. So I'll put the glue on the lashes first, so it has a little time. So like I said before on previous videos, it takes about 5 minutes at least to get tacky. So what you do is you take the band that the lashes are attached to, and you just paint it on. Now they do have glue that comes in squeezy tubes, and I don't know how people use that without getting it everywhere. But people do, so it's okay if you have one of those. You just squeeze a little bit out and drag it along. Okay, so I'm going to set that down. And do the other one, and then we'll move on to our mascara. So I'm wondering what the weather's like in San Diego, which is where I'm originally from, born and raised, although I have family all over the States. And now that I'm married, I have family all over the Irish side in Ireland, and family all over France. But I'm wondering what the weather was like in California, since we had California weather yesterday. I'm wondering what it was over in Cal. So, I don't know why I called it Cal. I never call it Cal. That's okay. All right. So, I wasn't even going to record today, but I just felt like, hey, I haven't done this look before, so why not go on and do it? And it's actually so much easier doing my makeup recording into my phone than it is into my big mirror with the light. Because without the light and just the big mirror, I can't hardly see compared to this. This is great. So we're just lightly putting on mascara so that our lashes, our natural lashes, blend in with the false lashes. And I used to never wear false lashes, so if you don't, it's no big deal. I just recommend doing a coat on top of your lashes like this, and then a coat underneath, because you'll get much more length and volume. This mascara is by Zoeva from Beauty Bay. I think it's good, but if I was wearing it alone, I don't think it's the best. So if you can't afford MAC, their mascaras are great. eye is watering a little bit. Okay, I'm going to leave that out so we can do the under eye. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do our blush. Keep looking behind me, looking for everything, and it's actually all set up here, so have to get used to that. Okay, so we're going to use kind of a tan peachy color. We'll go over it with the rosy color and then the highlighter. And I'll show you which palette this is in case you haven't watched any of my videos. Okay, and then there's the highlight color that gives a little pink shine. Okay, so this is by Revolution Pro, and all these tan colors actually come out peach, especially on lighter skin. This is a rosy shimmer and a pale pink shimmer. So I just use a combination of those. Okay, so now we're going to dust off our baking powder. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to take the palette again. And we're going to take a little bit of that gold and we're going to put it underneath. So I'm going to take a rather stiff brush. I've actually used this bronze color so much I'm running out of it. This was kind of my go-to look when I first got back into makeup because it's one that I knew how to do. And the other ones I knew how to do too, but this is just an easy one for me. At least it was. Haven't done it in a while now. Still easy though. I mean, it's just, there we go. It's just brown or tan, sparkly shadow. If you want to make it a little smoky, we can go in the corners with it, which I'll show real quick. Okay, just like we did up top. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get ready to put some mascara on my lower lashes. See, so that just added a little bit. All right. So, this would be the time if you want to make a little wing to make one. It's really hard to even see the wing because of the black, so that's okay though. I'm going to double check on my lashes now because they should be ready. Or at least close to ready. Yeah, they're about ready. I could let them go a minute or two longer. So I'll do that, and we will reach for our Glow palette, which is by Sosu, called Glow Up. It's a gray palette. It's a highlighting palette, and it has everything from your cheeks right there to your lighter color highlight to your contour. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take this side of a brush and go to one of the lighter colors and go everywhere that the sun would naturally hit. So up on our cheekbones here. Okay. On our nose. And I actually have a fan brush for this. I got a new set of brushes from Amazon, and oh my gosh, it comes in this cool roll-up case. I'll just show you guys next video. And it's awesome, but I wasn't ready to use it today, so. Okay, now we're gonna go in with our contour color here. And then we're just gonna buff that in a little bit. Buff that in. Okay, and we are done with that, and we're almost done all together, guys. So basically all we have left to do now is our lashes and our lips, so, and our brows. So we're pretty close to being done. I'm trying to make these videos shorter, but sometimes you just have to take the time. You guys can always fast forward, like if I do one eye and you want to wait, you don't want to wait, I'm sorry, to see the other eye done, you can just fast forward it. It's the beauty of recordings. Okay. So it's tacky. We're just going to stick it on in the middle. And then push on outwards. Okay. And these are really pretty. They're long, but they're light, and they're very pretty. Fix this real quick before it sets. Okay. This one seemed longer than the other. Scoot that over a little bit. There. Okay. And this one has a little bit more of a curl to it so you can see them. Alright, so now all we need to do is our eyebrows and our lips, and we are good to go. So I'm using Be Perfect Semi-Permanent Brow Kit, which comes with stencils. But I don't use the stencils because I just prefer to do it myself now. I use the angled end of the brush, and I just do a flick where I want the line, like that. Okay, put that back. And now all that's really left is our lips. So I am going to go ahead and grab a pink shade, which is the So Kiss Me, Oh Boy, I have right here, by Sosu. And then we're going to go ahead and just apply our lips. Put that in there, and then we're going to curl our lashes. Sorry about the noise. Just to give it a little extra curl. Make sure everything stayed intact. It did. So, these are our lids. Okay, and you can see it created a bit of a smoky effect. And that's what we wanted. I'm going to go ahead and just brush my hair out. I am actually getting too sweaty in this sweatshirt, so excuse me, but that was a bad move putting on that sweater. Can always wear this one. Well, at any rate, you get the idea with the makeup. I literally was sweating in that sweatshirt. It must have been just cold from the morning, but then when I got moving, it got too warm. My hairline's a little sweaty. Okay, so that's the look. Okay, you can add the headband in if we want, because I am wearing black at the bottom, and black goes with everything anyways. Okay. So, I'm Ashley Loren, and this is Ashley Loren Beauty, and I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and all the tutorials, and I will see you next time. Okay? Bye.